Hello friends, in our last video we learned about some concepts of mathematical logic like as statement, some connectives and how to prepare truth table and the concepts depend on truth tables. Today we are going to learn some next concepts of mathematical logic like as quantifiers, quantified statement, duals and negation of compound statement. So friends, firstly we discuss about quantifiers. So friends, there are two types of quantifiers, namely there exist and for all, and in mathematical logic these two words are called as existential quantifier for the word there exist, and the symbol to use to denote there exist or existential quantifier like this means just opposite of e, means we denote this is a there exist quantifiers, and mathematical logically it is called existential quantifiers. Friends, next quantifiers, next word is for all, and this for all in mathematical logic is called universal quantifier, and the denotation for this universal quantifier like this means this is universal quantifiers. So friends, what is the work of these quantifiers? We know the open sentence never statement. We already learned the statement which contain variable is not the open sentence means the sentence which contain variable is called open sentence, and this x plus 2 equal to 5, this is open sentence and it is not statement. But if we include here existential quantifier means if we join here x plus 2 equal to 5, there exists x equal to 3. Now put up x equal to 3 here, so we get 3 plus 3 equal to 5 means this open sentence become a statement now because of this quantifier, means the open sentence becomes statement by using quantifiers. Means the work of quantifier is to convert the sentence into statement. Okay, and how many quantifiers? There are two quantifiers, existential and universal quantifiers. So now friends, what is quantified statement? Yes, the sentence become a statement by using quantifiers, then the statement is called quantified statement. It means the statement involving quantifiers, means the statement which contain quantifiers is called quantified statement. Okay, in other way the open sentence become a statement by using quantifier is called quantified statement. Okay friends, now the statement quantified by universal quantifier. When the statement quantified means the statement contain universal quantifier means like this is true if all the object in a collection satisfy condition, means for universal quantifier must all objects satisfy the given condition. Okay, and it is false if at least one object in a collection does not satisfy, then that quantified statement is false. Okay, and now the statement quantified by existential quantifier. When the statement quantified by existential quantifier means by using this symbol is true if at least one object means minimum one of the object satisfied the condition. Okay, means for the true for existential quantifier, there is at least one element is satisfied given condition, and it is false if no object satisfied the condition. Means no one object satisfied given condition, then that quantifier statement is false for existential quantifier. Means friends, if the statement contain universal quantifier and it is true if all the object in a collection satisfy a condition, and it is false if at least one object in a collection does not satisfy the condition. Okay, and for the existential quantifier, the quantifier statement is true if at least one object, means minimum one object satisfied the condition, then it is true. But no one object does not satisfy condition, then it is false. So friends, how to use this quantifier? If we have given a sentence x plus 2 equal to 5, okay, and if we have given a set A containing element 2, 3, 4, okay, and if here this open sentence contain there exists, means existential quantifier x belongs to A. So now check it is true or false. For there exists at least one of the elements satisfies this condition. Okay, means in a set A, x equal to 3. Okay, here x equal to 3 satisfy this condition. Okay, how? Put here x equal to 3. So 3 plus 2 equal to what? 5. Yes, means in a set A contain a element 3 which satisfy this condition. Okay, means at least one of the element A satisfy this condition. It means this statement is true. Okay, if we have given another statement x square greater than 0, and we have given a set A containing element 1, 2, minus 4. Okay, and here the quantifier used as for all, means universal quantifier, and x belongs to A. Now we have to check this x equal to A, x belongs to A satisfy this condition or not. And here universal quantifier, it means must all the elements in set A satisfy this condition, then and then this statement is true. Let check all the element in this condition. So put up x equal to 1 here. So what we get? X square means 1 square, and 1 square always greater than 0. Yes, it is true. Now put second element 2 square. 2 square is 4 and 4 greater than 0. It is also true. Now next minus 4. Put up here minus 4. So minus 4 square means 16 and 16 greater than 0. It is also true. It means all the elements in that set A satisfy condition x square greater than 0. It means this quantifier statement is true. Means just simply remember, for existential quantifier is true if at least one element satisfy given condition, and for universal quantifier, and it is true when all the elements of this set satisfied given condition. Okay, means there exists, it means for some, and for universal it means for all. Just simple tricks. For existential means for some, and universal means for all. Okay, so friends, now next concept of this chapter, negation of compound statement. We know the compound statement and we learn about the compound statement. Compound statement, it means the statement connected by using connectives conjunction, disjunction, implication, double implication, or negation. Okay, these five connectives and these connectives combine a simple statement, then we get a compound statement. Okay, now we learn about the negation of conjunction here. Okay, means negation, we know the symbol for negation. Yes, it is the symbol of similarity. And negation of conjunction is what? The disjunction of these two statements negation. Okay, means negation of P conjunction Q equal to disjunction of their negation. Remember, only change conjunction to disjunction and write negation of separate of these two statements. Okay, this is the negation for conjunction. And in opposite way, negation of disjunction is conjunction of their negation. Means write this conjunction, replace disjunction, and write negation of first statement as well as negation of second statement. It means negation of conjunction is disjunction of their negation. Okay friends, now negation of implication. So next compound statement, negation of implication. We know implication means single arrow, and we want to find what is the negation of implication. So friends, remember this first P statement as it is, put this implication by conjunction and negation of second statement. This is the negation of implication. First statement as it is, implication replaced by conjunction and negation of second statement, and this is the negation of implication. Okay, remember this one, implication negation, and depend on this next negation is how to find negation of double implication. Just remember this first negation of implication, and depends on this the next concept is depends. Okay, how it is depends? So negation of biconditional means negation of double side arrow. Okay, so friends, we know the negation of implication, it is what? Yes, first statement as it is, replace implication by conjunction and negation of second statement. Okay, now friends, for the double implication, write the negation of implication in first bracket, join this bracket with disjunction, and in a second bracket just replace P and Q from first bracket. Means write the Q statement firstly, this conjunction as it is, and now change P by Q means negation of P. Okay, and this total two brackets are negation of double implication. Okay, so negation of double implication is given by P conjunction negation of Q, join the brackets by disjunction, and in second bracket Q conjunction negation of P. Okay, and friends, one of the negation for you is negation of the statement. It's just simple itself statement. This is fifth one. Okay, negation of the statement itself, that statement. So remember these five negations: negation of conjunction, negation of disjunction, negation of implication, and negation of biconditional. Okay, negation of conjunction is what? Disjunction of their negation. Okay, negation of disjunction means what? Negation of disjunction is what? friends, this is negation of disjunction. It means negation of P disjunction Q equal to conjunction of their negations, like this. So friends, remember this, negation of disjunction is conjunction of their negation. And next one, negation of implication. It means first statement as it is, conjunction and negation of second statement. And fourth one, negation of biconditional is first statement conjunction negation of Q brackets joined by disjunction, and in second bracket second statement conjunction negation of first statement. And next, what is the fifth? Negation of statement itself, that statement. This one of the negation you must remember. Okay friends, so we learned today about quantifiers. There are two quantifiers, existential and universal quantifier. Okay, next, quantifier statements means the statement involving quantifiers is called quantifier statement. Okay, and now this negation of compound statement. Okay friends, so thank you. Do practice for your best. Stay home and safe. Take care. And for the more knowledge or for the more questions, visit our channel HSC SSC Board Exam Praj. And friends, for the exercise 1.2, exercise 1.2 depends on truth table, and concept of the truth table must visit the channel. Okay, thank you.